You worked for it for months, maybe years. You wanted it so badly it kept you up at night. And then you got it. The promotion, the relationship, the grade, the thing. And for maybe a day, maybe two, it felt amazing. And then nothing. Just emptiness. Like something is wrong with you. Like you should feel more than this. Here's what nobody tells you about that feeling. It's not a sign that something is broken. It's your brain working exactly as designed. And today we're going to break down exactly why your brain makes you feel empty after you get what you wanted, and what to do about it. Hey, I'm Alex from BodyTalk. Every Friday we decode exactly why your brain and body do what they do. Quick disclaimer. This is educational content based on real neuroscience. Always consult a professional for personal advice. Now let's get into it. Reason number 1. Your brain was never designed to let you enjoy success for long. Dopamine is not the pleasure chemical. That's the biggest myth in neuroscience. Dopamine is the anticipation chemical, the wanting chemical, the chasing chemical. When you're working towards something, your dopamine levels rise steadily. That feeling of drive and motivation and meaning, that's dopamine. The moment you achieve the goal, dopamine drops. Not gradually, immediately. Your brain interprets the achieved goal as no longer relevant. The chase is over. The dopamine shuts off, and what you feel in that drop is emptiness. This is called the post-reward depression response, and it happens to everyone. Reason number 2. Your brain immediately raises its baseline. Neuroscientists call this hedonic adaptation. Whatever you just achieved becomes your new normal within hours. The new apartment that felt incredible on day 1 feels ordinary by day 7. The relationship that felt electric in month 1 feels routine by month 6. Your brain is constantly recalibrating what counts as good, and it does this automatically, without asking you. So the thing you worked for stops feeling special. Not because it isn't special, but because your brain has already absorbed it into baseline reality. Reason number 3. You were chasing a feeling that doesn't exist. You weren't actually chasing the promotion. You were chasing the version of yourself that has the promotion, the confidence, the security, the feeling of being enough. But those feelings don't arrive with the achievement. They were never stored inside the goal. You imagined a future version of yourself standing on the other side of that achievement, feeling complete. But neuroscience shows that our brains are deeply unreliable at predicting how we'll feel after future events. This is called affective forecasting error. We consistently overestimate how good we'll feel when we get what we want, and the gap between what we imagined and what we actually feel, that gap is where the emptiness lives. Reason number 4. You lost your identity in the process. When you're chasing a goal, it gives you structure, purpose, direction. It answers the question of what am I doing and why. When you achieve it, that structure disappears. And for many people, the goal was also their identity. I am the person working toward this. I am the person who wants this. When you get it, who are you now? The emptiness isn't about the achievement. It's about the identity vacuum left behind when the chase ends. Reason number 5. Your nervous system needed the tension. Chronic low-level stress from working towards something meaningful actually regulates your nervous system. It gives your stress response something real to process. When the goal is achieved and the tension releases, your nervous system doesn't know what to do with the calm. It actually feels wrong, unsettling, empty, because your baseline had adapted to the productive tension of the pursuit. This is why high achievers often feel their worst immediately after their biggest wins. Not because they failed, because they succeeded. Welcome back. Now you understand exactly why your brain makes you feel empty after you get what you wanted. Let's talk about what to actually do about it. Fix number 1. Stop treating the goal as the destination. The research is clear. People who find meaning in the process, not just the outcome, report significantly higher life satisfaction. This is not motivational advice. This is neuroscience. Your dopamine system is designed to reward the pursuit. So build a life where the pursuit itself is the reward. Ask yourself not just what do I want to achieve. Ask what do I want my daily life to look like while I'm working toward it. Because that daily life is where you actually live. Fix number 2. Create the next goal before you finish the current one. Don't wait until you achieve something to figure out what's next. The emptiness after achievement is partly a dopamine vacuum. Your brain needs a new target to start the anticipation cycle again. High performers don't experience post-achievement emptiness as often because they're already mentally invested in the next challenge before the current one ends. The transition from one goal to the next should be seamless, not a cliff. Fix number 3. Build identity that exists outside of your goals. If your entire sense of self is tied to what you're achieving, you will feel empty every time you succeed. Because success removes the identity you built around the pursuit. Start asking, who am I when I'm not working towards something? What do I value? What kind of person do I want to be independent of outcomes? Identity built on character doesn't disappear when goals are achieved. It deepens. Fix number 4. Practice what neuroscientists call savoring. Savoring is the deliberate act of consciously noticing and appreciating a positive experience as it happens. Most people achieve something and immediately shift focus to what's next. The brain barely registers the win before it's scanning for the next problem. Take 72 hours after any significant achievement and deliberately notice what you did, what it cost you, who helped you, how far you've come. Research shows savoring literally extends the dopamine response window. You're not just reflecting, you're training your brain to hold positive states longer. Fix number 5. Understand that the emptiness is information. The feeling of emptiness after getting what you wanted is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's your brain telling you that meaning doesn't live in achievements. It lives in growth, in connection, in purpose that extends beyond any single goal. The people who feel most alive are not the ones who have achieved the most. They're the ones who have built a life where the daily process of becoming feels meaningful. Your brain is not broken. It's just telling you to stop waiting for arrival and start building a life worth living every single day. If this video helped you understand your brain better, subscribe to BodyTalk right now. Every Friday, we break down exactly why your brain and body do what they do. Next week, why your brain makes you self-sabotage even when you're close to getting what you want. Hit subscribe and the bell. See you next Friday.